G'day all, Shell Strike here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well today. So today we're just going to be doing a short video on the R36 Eruptor rifle and what it was like pre-nerf. All the gameplay footage you see here is from before it was patched and the changes that were made to it, which I'll explain in this video. But before I continue on, if you're new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you won't miss any of my future videos. Of course, only if you want to. Before the patch, the R36 Eruptor was introduced with the Democratic Detonation War Bond. It was a highly effective weapon for dealing with various threats on the battlefield, from bug holes to heavily armoured enemies. The Eruptor was particularly good for its crowd control capabilities. Now, if you checked out my review video of Democratic Detonation, you can see in there me trying it for the first time. So yeah, check out that video if you like. But there were two patches that brought about its significant changes, or in my words, demise, to the R36 Eruptor. Patch 300 slightly increased its explosive damage fall off, but reduced magazine size from 12 to 6. Also, there was a fix for explosive weapons that no longer pull players inwards from the blast. In 302, they increased the explosive damage by 40 and removed shrapnel from the explosion. They also did another fix, which fixed issues with some weapon scopes not being aligned in first-person view. So I think that was for more than just the R36 there. So in patch 302, the shrapnel effect of the Eruptor was completely removed. This was a major change as it directly impacted the weapon's crowd control capabilities. To compensate for the removal of the shrapnel effect, the hit damage of the Eruptor was increased. And this was supposedly to make the weapon less lethal to the user, but maintain its power against single enemies, which I would argue that it's not noticeable. Also in patch 300, mag size was reduced from 12 to 6, which is a huge decrease in magazine capacity, and I have to wonder why they did this, as it's such a slow firing weapon. It doesn't make sense, and I wish they didn't make that change. So I think it was perfectly balanced as it was, and it had a reasonable magazine size for its fire rate. So that's my opinion. After the patch, post-patch, the R36 Eruptor saw a shift in its usage, like as in no people are using it, or a lot less. While it has lost all of its crowd control capabilities, it was supposed to still remain effective against some enemies, which it does, I guess. The increased hit damage isn't really noticeable, however, and I would say probably a lot of players like me don't even use it anymore since it was nerfed, which is a pity really, because it was a very good weapon. So let's delve deeper into the specifics of the R36 Eruptor effectiveness against certain enemies before the patch. So light armoured swarms, the R36 Eruptor was excellent against light armoured swarms, as you can see in the gameplay footage. Its explosive projectiles could easily take out a small group of weak enemies like raiders, scavengers that were tightly grouped together, and this was largely due to the exploding shrapnel that exploded in all directions upon impact. Medium armoured enemies, the weapon was very good at killing medium armoured enemies such as stalkers, brood commanders and warriors. A single explosive shell from the R36 Eruptor could take them out. On the automaton faction side, the shield devastators and rocket devastators could get destroyed in one shot if you aimed anywhere near the head. Heavy armoured enemies, the R36 Eruptor also shone while fighting heavy ones. For instance, defeating a charger became much easier with this gun, as one bullet fired from the R36 Eruptor could destroy a charger's exposed back. If you couldn't position yourself on its back, the splash damage from the gun would take out the charger in 5 or fewer rounds, or one good placed one underneath. So the R36 Eruptor was good before the nerf because of its high single target damage and the massive splash damage that killed nearby enemies. It made it particularly devastating against bugs and bots. Most primary weapons took a lot of time to kill medium armoured enemies, but this changed significantly when you could destroy them with precise aim in one shot with the R36. However, after the nerf, the dynamics of the R36 Eruptor have changed. It may continue to be a valuable weapon for some people when used strategically, but as I said, I don't use it anymore myself. So in conclusion, the nerf has certainly made changes to the dynamics for the worse. I don't know who uses it, certainly not me. We'll see if the new patch coming soon will reverse any of these changes or make it any better, but I highly doubt it though. But yeah, there you have it. that's what the R36 Eruptor was like before it was nerfed. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow Helldivers. And remember, until next time, keep gaming. And as always, we'll catch you all in the next video. Bye bye for now.